See, this is what I'm talking about. Turn around, look at that. You see what I mean? It's plump, it's juicy, it's 3 inches thick. Look at this sorry, miserable, squashed thing.
So, ladies and gentlemen, are you prepared to have your minds blown with this latest video of mine? And by the way, stick around to the end of this video because I've got a special announcement to make.
Can anybody tell me what's wrong with this picture? Anybody?
I'll take as much credit. I'll take even more credit for it than I deserve to.
The next half hour.
She brings you.
So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, what do we have before our very sore eyes? Now, even though at the bottom right hand corner you can see Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem, which is doing gangbusters at the moment at the box office, not really threatening Barbie or Oppenheimer, but it's doing well as well can be. But this is April O'Neil. Yeah, it's not the red-headed buxom female that we've gotten to know over many years in her comic book iteration, in the cartoons from the 80s and so forth. No, this is a version of April O'Neil that I used to see as a cleaner in the offices of the building I work for. Or she could be Oprah Winfrey or Lizzo O'Neil, which is my favorite caption for her at the moment. But honestly, out of these three designs, none of them cuts the mustard. In fact, she reminds me, in fact, this particular design at the end here does remind me of Beaker from Sesame Street. That's who she is. Black Beaker is absolutely terrible. Of course, who is responsible for this? Seth Rogen. Oh boy, oh boy. I mean, people are in an absolute storm about this. I kind of knew this was going to happen anyway. Every single person who mistakenly thought April O'Neil was originally black used that as an excuse for the current designs of April. There is no excuse for this. This is the uglification of your culture to replace it with the one that hates you. People are tired of it. Vonster couldn't have put it better even if I tried. Of course, Seth Rogen, I've mentioned him before. It's very strange how this guy has certainly come around to the woke way of thinking. It's the ESG. He needs to get that ESG goodness to boost his profile, to make him relevant. This quote from Seth actually made my blood boil. Basically, he doesn't want to hire many white people anymore to be part of his creative writing team. I mean, personally, I think I'm just actively trying to make less things starring white people, Rogen said. So that's how I've been trying to deal with it. It's just to actively take, as they would say, anti-racist measures to assure that some work is done to acknowledge that black people are very marginalized in American society. Mind you, if I were in Seth Rogen's privileged position, I might hire an entire Caucasian team of females. I'd be called a sexist, a racist, everything else under the sun, like Silas Greenback from Danger Mouse. But then again, I might be accused of, well, not white knighting, but brown knighting, or perhaps green knighting like Dev Patel. I'm sorry, Dev. So as a black person who might watch this video, do you find that very empowering, or do you find it extremely insulting? For me, it's the absolute latter, because he's painting himself as a privileged white Jewish man to cater for the poor black folks. And in fact, while you're at it, Seth, why aren't you incorporating Chinese folks, people from India or elsewhere in the world? Are they not good enough for your melting pot? Why is it this black and white unite bullshit? What is up with that? Why is Hollywood or certain people like Seth laser focused on that particular narrative? I don't get it.
It's the strangest thing. Like, you read a book like, and yeah, we're going to have to be specific, White Fragility, which basically says that black people are these hothouse flowers where everybody has to tiptoe around us, and, you know, we're always crying and we're always angry, and we're just so very, very, very delicate. I don't feel like that person. That book is talking down to me as far as I'm concerned. It
really should be
used to
called
keep
Black
tables.
Fragility, right?
Yes, it should be used to keep tables from wobbling. That is the only use for that book.
You should be hired for what you can bring, legitimately the talent you have, that you've earned over the years. Not walk into a door and go, by the way, or walk through a door. You might walk into a door at the end of it. So, but hi Seth, I'm here, I'm black, I might be queer. Is that good enough? Have I checked those boxes off for you? And you know what? You've got yourself a brand new job the next day. You go home to grandma or your ma or your pa. You have this big celebratory drink, and all for nothing. Of course, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles film, Mutant Mayhem, also features a gay Splinter, but apparently they've actually removed that scene now. Again, Paramount are denying that scene ever took place or was even in the rough cut of the movie, despite some YouTubers who were invited to the press screening actually said otherwise. And I'm inclined to believe them. And the fact that Splinter is voiced by the great Jackie Chan. So if you're incorporating a gay joke and you got a based guy like Jackie Chan voicing him, that's a bit of a no-no for me. Also, Jackie Chan, I didn't notice till I saw a video today where his daughter, who is disowned now because she's fond of carpets. Let's just say that. So he's disowned her because Jackie is not for that. Not again, I'm not here saying I'm against being gay, definitely not. If that's how you want to be, fine. Just don't call yourself Leah Thomas and expect to pay the consequences afterwards. But if you want to see what the fuss is about as well, I mean, you know, that's the April O'Neil that I knew growing up. And yeah, a real palate cleanser. Big, chesty, red-headed Caucasian April O'Neil, the fearless reporter who aids the TMNTs on their battle against crime in New York City. And also, let's not go back to this one again. Jesus Christ. You couldn't make her black and attractive with curves all over her face and tits popping out. You had to make her the exact opposite, which to me makes no bloody sense whatsoever. And of course, you've got this cosplayer here who does a very good rendition of April. I mean, she certainly does have the shall we say assets to fill that yellow jumpsuit. Wow, what more can I say, folks? So yeah, the never-ending Hollywood trend that is take a white character and just blackface them. Let's do that. Let's uglify women as much as possible, which is why I say good riddance to Anita Sarkeesian's Feminist Frequency podcast, which apparently it's kind of gone into decline and into administration because they promised many things to the people that crowdfunded them, couldn't fulfill those things. So it is believed they took the money and ran like Woody Allen. But in the case of the three ladies, they didn't actually commit any offenses with anybody of a minor age. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this quick snippet of my frowning, my not so surprised reaction about what they've done to April O'Neil. Is just pretty disgraceful in my opinion. Again, when you've had other iterations of April, like Paige Turco, and of course the lovely Judith Hogue in the first film, you know, I'll settle for these versions. Someone's even said, even Megan Fox, as much as you might find her irritable, she was a nice April O'Neil. I didn't mind her at all, actually. So on that one, folks, I hope you enjoyed today's video. And as promised at the beginning of such an event like this episode is, I want you guys to have a bit of interaction with me. Now, I want you to start posting questions on this video. Anything you want to ask me, and I literally do mean anything, I will answer in either my next video or towards the weekend. In fact, what I'm going to do, I'll wait till the weekend and I'll make a special video for you guys and girls. Ask me anything in the comments below. just to catch my attention, because I'm a little bit retarded sometimes, you can put your questions in uppercase block letters, and I don't care, whatever you ask, I will answer. If it gets into R-rated territory, which it probably will, knowing you lot, I might have to put a disclaimer at the beginning of the video, and maybe just probably just not censor anything, but maybe just to warn you ahead of time, or YouTube's algorithm, that I might get demonetized. So be fruity, be naughty, be personable. Ask me anything you want to ask, and I shall deliver, because I love you all. You've been really good to me. I wouldn't say I struggle with mental health as much, but I do get the odd depressive spell every now and then, like any normal based man does in this crazy world we're living in. So ladies and gentlemen, if you were me and if I were you, you better come back for the next video.
I hope you were satisfied with Natasha's contribution on the battlefield. She's one of our finest.
Yes, well, we're going to need Natasha and every other resource at your command if we're going to take down that floating fortress in the North Atlantic.
I concur. Good luck, gentlemen.